Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Thrifting ain't easy. I'm feeling creepy. Comping diapers on my eBay app. What is up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Anthony. It is Friday afternoon, so we all made it through the week, so congratulations. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. So all my shipping for the morning was done. However, I was just doing some listings. Let me show you what I was listing real quick. First of all, let me show you this. If you remember in my last video, I bought this Logitech TrackMan mouse right here, and the button was broken. So I took the little screws out of the bottom, and it was super easy just to readjust these buttons. Now everything seems like it works perfectly. So I'm going to plug this into a little USB adapter and make sure that it works fine. But I think we're gonna get full value for this TrackMan mouse right here. So that was a success. So I was listing this stuff right here. I was listing these model rocket engines that I got from John, the Cincinnati Pickers storage unit. And I was listing this Microsoft steering wheel that I got for free from my cousin. I showed you a couple videos ago. And I was listing this little Sony Walkman, this little radio right here. I bought this at a thrift store, I think before the shutdown, and just never got around to listing it. I paid like $1.99 for it. I listed this, and it sold almost instantly for $52.95 plus shipping. I could have even maybe gotten a little bit more. It's in horrible condition as far as physical condition goes. I mean, not horrible, it just has scratches and stuff on it, which is to be expected because it's a, I don't know what, a 25-year-old unit. It's all functional, it's complete, and I sold it almost instantly for $52.95. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff up. I'll probably list a little bit more this afternoon, but I'm kind of done for right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and ship this out because I forgot to do one other thing, and I'm gonna have to make a run to the post office. So I'll go ahead and get this, and then we'll go from there. So first things first, there's two different styles of engine here. There's the B64. I think I have 9 of those. So I'm just going to package them all in a bag so I can keep them all together in a bin. And as they sell, I'll know exactly what they are. There's the B64 engines. And then I have another bag here for the A83 engines by Estes for model rockets. All right, let's go ahead and put these up. Put them right down here for now. I don't have a lot in this bin. A couple Xbox power supplies, so that's where they'll be. And then let's go ahead and put this up, the steering wheel. I'm gonna put it over on this shelf right here. Get the other part. And hopefully that'll sell soon, because that's bulky. I don't really like bulky stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and package this thing up. Move this to my desk so I can test it later. Let's go ahead and get this Walkman packaged up and on its way. Surprise the customer, because it'll get there early. Let's go ahead and use a 6x6x6 box. A little bit of bubble wrap. All right, so it's already been cleaned and tested and everything. Like I said, it does have some scratches on it, but I took very, very detailed photos of this, so the customer should know exactly what they're getting. And I described it properly. So wrap it up in some bubble wrap here. Six by 6x6 box. This box will be a little too big, but if I need to cut it down, I will. Doesn't matter, it's gonna go first class. It's just how many pieces of packing paper I'll need. 1 or 2, basically. Go ahead and put 1 piece in the bottom. Put the Walkman inside there. And I think I'll just leave it that size. That'll be fine. That'll keep it protected. Nothing shaking around at all. Let's go ahead and taper up. All right, let's see what that weighs. Boop. Okay. Less than 8 ounces. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to leave it exactly like that. That's going to ship out for maybe around 3. I'm not sure where it's going. So cool. That'll go to the post office here in a little bit. Now the next thing I need to package up. So we're all resellers, so I'm sure that we all get questions from our friends and family. When they're looking for something, they come to you. Do you have this? Can you find this? Because they don't want to pay full price for something, which is awesome. It's just like a built-in customer base. But I have a good friend that runs a small business, and he needs a new phone system for his office. And he asked me if I had a phone system for sale. And I was like, of course, dude, I shop at Goodwill. So I'm going to go find him a phone system. And he offered to pay for it, but I mean, I pay like $3 for these phone systems. And he's one of my best friends, so there's no way I'm going to charge him for this. So we're just going to find one and clean it up. I'm going to show you how I package up a phone system, you know, whether it be for eBay or Amazon or whatever. The same will hold true because I'm going to package it up nicely for him and get it in the mail. So, and here's this one bin of my phones right here. But I remembered that I had a decent 3-phone set, which is what he wants right here. So I'm going to clean up this Panasonic phone set for him, get it all packaged up, just like I would if I was going to sell it. And I'll show you guys exactly how I do that. All right, so here's some of the stuff I use. Alcohol, some non-abrasive cleaner like some Windex or something, zip ties and scissors, a cloth, some Q-tips, and possibly some Q-tips depending on how grungy it is. Also, I noticed that this phone system in particular had a weird Energizer battery setup. Like someone replaced the batteries with just Energizer rechargeables. So I always like to keep some Panasonic batteries for their phones on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and ship these name brand batteries with it. You can also get generic ones on Amazon if you sell a lot of phone systems, which I often do. But I happen to have some brand name Panasonic, so I'm going to go ahead and throw those into it too. All right, so let's just see exactly what we got. We got our base with power supply. Go ahead and pull these old batteries out and throw them away. 1 phone. 2 phones, and 3 phones. 1 base, 2 bases. There's some clips for the handsets. So I thought that this had 3 bases with it, so I need to go track down another base real quick. I'll be right back with you. So I'm dumb, and I can't do math, because of course there's not going to be 3 bases, because this counts as a base too. So 1, 2, 3. I should know better. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. However, it was kind of cool because as I was digging for another base before I realized, I found a Sony Walkman that I didn't even realize I still had. So that's going to be fun to list. That looks like a pretty decent one right there. I didn't look it up, but anytime there's all those buttons and it doesn't look like just a cheap little tape recorder, this one has the radio with all the digital buttons and stuff, that could be pretty decent. Awesome. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to take all the cords off, get those wrapped up and looking nice. Also, this old box is trash, so I'll repackage it in a better box. Take a zip tie, snippy snip. Last one. Snip. Okay, zip ties out of here. 3 charging cables complete. Next, I'm going to wipe down the easy stuff, like just the bases and stuff. And for those, I use rubbing alcohol. So I'll do that right now. And the main base, same thing. Get all the gunk out from between the keys. And good to go. Last thing is the phones themselves. Now on these, I don't like to put rubbing alcohol on the actual buttons because a lot of times that rubbing alcohol will pull these numbers right off. It'll just fade them completely away. So that's when I use the more non-abrasive cleaner. But as far as the backs go, a little rubbing alcohol won't hurt those at all. I need to pull the battery compartment off, make sure there's no crud stuck down in there. Get inside these little speaker grills. A lot of dirt gets trapped in there. That's a lot of times why I'll use the toothpicks to kind of clean junk out that gets caught in there, as well as around the edges, because a lot of junk gets trapped in there too. That's just disgusting, like dead skin and all that stuff. So definitely wash your hands when you're done with doing something like this, because you're going to pull out some nasty stuff. But that's the nature of the used game. If you're dealing with used merchandise, it's not always going to be pretty. And the last one, same thing, quick wipe down. And now we're ready to wipe down the fronts. I just use like a little Windex or window cleaner or something, just to get all the gunk off, kind of get the buttons, get between the buttons, some of the dirt that's trapped up here. And usually if you use a cleaner like this, you're not going to have to worry about rubbing the numbers off, because it's just not that abrasive. So do the same thing to all of them. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. There we go. So this ones look pretty nice now. So now I'm just going to package it up for him and get it dropped off at the post office. Get my tape ready. Start pulling down some bubble wrap. 1 sheet per phone is my general rule. Wrap it sideways. Fold it over, fold it over. A piece of tape right down the middle. 1 phone, 2 phones, 3 phones. Now onto the bases. The main base may take 2 pieces of bubble wrap, so that's what we'll grab. Piece of tape. Good to go. Tape that way. Tape that way. Okay. Now I'm going to use one of these handy 11 3/4 by 8 by 4 3/4 boxes. Those usually fit a 3-system telephone or a 3-handset telephone pretty well. Let's go ahead and just pop everything in there. Tissue piece of tape. Lay the base on bottom. A couple of handsets next to it. These bases to the side, and then usually what I'll do, I'll take a little poly bag like this, throw my charging cables in there. I'm going to take my batteries, use one of these tiny little Ziplocs just to keep them separated. I don't like to ship them with the batteries inside the phones. I mean, it'll be there in a day or two, so it's not that big of a deal, but that's just my preference. So there's the batteries. Go ahead and throw these in the poly bag with the other stuff. Now, I guess I'll go ahead and seal it up with my little impulse sealer over here. Oh, nice. There we go. Much better. In there, grab a piece of packing paper. Up. Now he's only a couple towns over, but I just wanted to get to him quick without having to make plans to drop it off for him or anything. So I'm gonna get this in the mail, and it should get there in a day or two. So I'll just use Pirate Ship and print out a nice cheap priority label. And that is how I like to pack and ship a phone system. Real quick, guys, I wanted to mention too that today is officially the last day of the MS Froggy Flips t-shirt that we have for sale, where a portion of the proceeds goes to benefit the MS Association of America. So I didn't talk a whole lot about this after I put out the video, but we've sold, I think, 49 shirts, which is awesome. It may not sound like a lot, but I had kind of thought that maybe we would sell like 5 or 6, and we sold like 49 of them. So originally we said that $3 per shirt was going to go to the foundation, and so I'm just going to round up and make it 150 bucks. Plus we still have that 20 bucks from Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker. So that's 170 bucks. So that is awesome, guys, because I didn't expect this to do that well. Like I said, it may not sound like a lot, but selling 49 shirts and barely even talking about it past putting out, you know, like a video about it is awesome. So thank you all so much for your support and for wanting to basically support a little mission that we believe in. And I really appreciate it. I'm not going to give up the Big Cartel store though. So here in a little while, I'm going to take this down and I'll make the donation. But I think we are planning on keeping this Big Cartel store and maybe putting up a new shirt design or something. I'm not exactly sure if it'll benefit anything or if it'll just be cheaper and more widely available. I'm not sure what we're going to do exactly. I'm also thinking about using this Big Cartel store for maybe doing like some reseller box lots or something. Stuff I find in thrift stores, extra inventory. So if you think that sounds interesting, let me know, because I mean, it's not expensive to have a Big Cartel store. It's like 10 bucks a month, but it's kind of handy, and I would just kind of want to use it to its full potential. And if I can help someone else out by selling them cheap inventory, you know, if I make a couple bucks on something but leave room for someone else to make a few bucks, I think that's a win-win. So I don't know, it's just kind of something I'm throwing around right now as I'm trying to decide what to do with this store. Okay, so the last thing I want to mention before I wish you all a very happy weekend is I was not planning on doing any sort of subscriber giveaway until I hit 5,000. I did one at 1,000, which was awesome, and I felt like the next big milestone would be 5,000. However, I've been teetering like 30 or 35 below 3,000 subscribers for like the past few days, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm thinking about maybe doing a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. It won't be a huge one, just, you know, just like a tiny little fun one that I'll include in some video or something. But kind of what I'm thinking is, I was talking to Sarah about it, is maybe this hat right here. It's unworn, it's just one of the completed Froggy Flips hats. So I'm thinking about maybe that, and then some sort of like mystery box or something is kind of what she was thinking. Like, you know, maybe she would make some merch and we'll throw some inventory in it or something like that. It's just kind of something that we're throwing around right now, trying to figure out. But if you would like to see us do a 3,000 subscriber giveaway, if we can ever capture those extra 30 people and do something fun, just let me know down below. You know, maybe it's a waste of time, but I'm just trying to drum up, you know, maybe like a little excitement or something. Plus, it's fun to do giveaways, and I enjoy doing them. I just don't like to overdo it, because then it just seems like I'm trying too hard or something. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. Possibly a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Let me know if you think that sounds good. But that's what I got for you this time, guys. Have a great weekend. As always, I want to thank you for watching the video. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye. When they hear that cha-ching, and they all look at me, I guess they'll know I'm buying this crap.